Imagine a world where the ground trembles beneath the colossal footsteps of mammoths, whose vast herds sweep across frozen landscapes from Eurasia to North America. These majestic creatures, draped in thick, dark fur, appear almost otherworldly as they move with a powerful, slow grace, casting massive shadows over snow-covered plains. Fossils of their enormous bones, scattered from the African plains to the frozen reaches of North America, are echoes of their once thriving presence. Unlike any other creature of the Ice Age, mammoths were living symbols of the wilderness, leaving an imprint that still resonates today. Their legacy lingers in the traits of their closest relatives, the Asian and African elephants, whose majestic forms offer us a living reminder of these vanished giants' enduring legacy. Between 3 to 6 million years ago, as Africa's landscapes shifted and transformed, an early species of mammoth began its slow migration out of Africa. Driven by environmental pressures and the search for food, these prehistoric pioneers ventured northward, traversing new lands that exposed them to harsher, colder climate. Over thousands of generations, they evolved to survive in diverse environments, from the temperate woodlands of Europe to the sprawling steppes of Asia. By around 2 million years ago, some mammoth populations had reached Eurasia and eventually crossed the Bering Land Bridge into North America, a treacherous journey only possible during periods of low sea levels. This migration marked a significant turning point, as it set the stage for distinct mammoth species to emerge in response to the unique challenges of their environments, particularly the famed woolly mammoth, Mammothus primigenius, which would come to epitomize the Ice Age. These migrations, long and arduous, are a testament to the mammoth's incredible adaptability and resilience in the face of shifting climates and continents. The woolly mammoth, perfectly adapted to the Ice Age. The woolly mammoth was a biological marvel, having evolved features uniquely suited to withstand frigid Pleistocene temperatures. Standing up to 15 feet tall at the shoulder and weighing nearly 10 tons, this formidable herbivore resembled a mobile fortress against the cold. Beneath its shaggy outer coat of fur lay a dense underlayer and several inches of insulating fat that preserved body heat, a vital adaptation in sub-zero climate. Unlike modern elephants, which radiate excess heat through large ears, the woolly mammoth's ears were small, a necessary modification that minimized heat loss. Its hump, brimming with fat stores, provided an essential reserve during long winters and periods of scarce food. Additionally, its colossal, curving tusks growing up to 13 feet long were incredibly versatile, used to clear snow, uncovering the nutrient-rich grasses buried beneath, and as formidable tools in defense against predators. The thick, coarse fur of the woolly mammoth often grew to lengths of 20 inches, allowing it to withstand the most extreme conditions, while its molars were ideally suited for grinding tough grasses and hardy vegetation that formed its diet. Distinguishing the mammoth from its relative, the mastodon. While often mistaken for mammoths, mastodons represented a unique lineage that diverged millions of years prior. Emerging around 30 million years ago, mastodons inhabited North and Central America and adapted to their specific environment. These animals, smaller than their mammoth cousins, stood about 8 to 10 feet tall and weighed between 4 to 6 tons. Unlike the woolly mammoth's tightly curved tusks, the mastodon's tusks were straighter, almost spear-like, useful for foraging among dense vegetation. Mastodons also had a notably different diet, relying on woody shrubs and trees instead of grasses. Their cone-shaped molars, unlike the flat molars of mammoths, were suited for crushing tough, fibrous plant matter. With a more elephant-like build, shorter legs, and a flatter head, mastodons were perfectly suited to forested regions, while mammoths roamed the open, often frozen, plains. Though the two species overlapped geographically at times, each evolved to occupy unique ecological niches, showcasing the diversity of life forms adapted to various climates and landscapes. For over 1 million years, mammoths thrived across the vast landscapes of the northern hemisphere, enduring glacial cycles that tested their resilience. Their migration routes stretched across continents, and their herds moved with the rhythm of seasonal vegetation. However, around 4,000 years ago, the last known populations of mammoths disappeared, marking the end of an era. Scientists have long debated the reasons behind their extinction, with some suggesting that as the Ice Age drew to a close, rising temperatures began transforming the mammoths' grass-rich habitats into forests and wetlands, reducing their food sources. Other theories propose disease outbreaks, possibly introduced by other migratory species or environmental changes, as a contributing factor. Yet perhaps the most impactful factor was the arrival of humans. Archaeological evidence suggests that early human populations hunted mammoths for meat, hides, and bones, using every part of the animal to survive. Cave paintings in France and Spain depict mammoths alongside other animals, showing the mammoth's deep significance in early human culture. They were not merely prey but symbols of survival, power, and possibly reverence. With their slow reproductive cycle, gestation alone lasted nearly 2 years. Mammoths were ill-equipped to cope with sustained hunting pressure. Coupled with climate change and habitat loss, human predation may have been the final blow that sealed the fate of these giants. Although mammoths vanished thousands of years ago, frozen remains in Siberia and North America have preserved their legacy with astonishing clarity. Many of these carcasses are so well preserved that scientists can study their organs, tissue, and even stomach contents, revealing invaluable insights into their diet and health. The discovery of DNA in these frozen specimens opened up the possibility of de-extinction, leading geneticists to ponder the feasibility of reviving this Ice Age icon. By identifying and isolating genes unique to mammoths, scientists have begun experimental trials, using advanced genetic techniques to insert mammoth DNA into the genome of modern Asian elephants, the closest living relatives of mammoths. This dream of resurrection holds the allure of reintroducing a lost species, yet it is fraught with scientific and ethical challenges. Since the last ice age, the Earth's climate and vegetation have shifted dramatically, and it remains uncertain whether a hybrid mammoth could thrive in the modern world's vastly altered ecosystems. The mammoth's enduring legacy. Mammoths have achieved near-mythical status in popular imagination, embodying the grandeur of a lost world. Their extinction is a stark reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. Whether viewed as frozen relics, scientific marvels, or potential candidates for de-extinction, mammoths inspire fascination and awe. They serve as both a cautionary tale about the impacts of environmental change and a beacon of hope in the evolving field of genetic science. As humanity teeters on the brink of resurrecting a creature long lost to time, we face profound questions about our stewardship of the natural world and the responsibilities that come with our technological power. Are we prepared to alter the balance of nature, and can we justify resurrecting a species that vanished in a world much different from our own? Like and subscribe to discover more about all the vanished creatures that walked the earth.